Alright, we are going to take a look at not a Goons replay, but a battle from Give Up from today. Let me just make sure I'm muted in TeamSpeak. I am. That I played on Devil's account. He's in Give Up for the campaign. And it's kind of just how to break a camp on Mali, but more importantly, we're going to look at the focus fire and like the awareness of players and stuff. And this isn't the best team. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of players in this game who haven't necessarily been playing with Give Up for a very long time, but the call was listened to or whatever. This is also on the SA server, so it's even worse for us. It's against CIS. I don't think they're really any good, but essentially they're going to do a similar strat to the camp that Goons has been doing. And this is maybe just a way to, this is a way to break it. And then while watching this, you guys can think of how would you counter the breaking of the strat. So right away, you see that we have an EBR, or two EBRs and a Manticore. You should understand that that Manticore is going to go G2. Both of us EBRs are going to go Hill. I'm going to take this here. Or I'm going to make this go a bit faster, because we want to contest Hill. If they're all there, we're obviously going to back off. We're looking for the Manticore bleed, and you can see that essentially I see nothing on the hill. So I'm going to come into this bush real quick. But then I see that my other EBR is going to take the bush where he's backing into now, which is, I was actually going to go take that one. It's actually just better, but he's in it. I don't need to be Sealing. I'm not just going to stay on the hill. Like, I can go do other shit. Like, my eyes are better elsewhere at this point, right? So Jack here makes a call that someone got lit, and we know where that person should be, in the bushes over at like E8. So everybody's going to come up and pre-aim. We've kind of taken the hill for free, and then you're going to see me, and I'm just going to kind of YOLO in, but smartly, right? I'm not going to do it like a retard. And we're going to see if we can pick a light that we know should be in those E8 bushes now, right? Because the players have said, okay, I got lit. They know that those bush lines are the only you can get. You'll see the path I'm taking, so I'm going to come through these trees so I don't get lit until the possible last second. I know he's going to be right in front of me here, and there he is, and he dies really fucking quickly, right? And that's because everyone was framing, everyone was listening, everyone was knowing what was going on, and already that's us up one light tank. And now it's time to start breaking a camp, because obviously at this point we've realized that we've broken a camp. So here, what's going to happen? I get lit. I've already cleared E8, so that means there has to be an EBR right in the bushes over in here, in F7. So I called that out. Coma, as you can see on the right, actually called it out too. And so everyone is, you'll actually see everyone blind firing there. And we get the kill on the EBR because we know who's in the bush. And again, this isn't like magic or anything. And you're going to see I'm going to immediately push up. Even though we haven't spotted much, it's safe for me to push up because I know there's nothing in E8 and I know there's nothing here anymore, and I can push up. Now here, what you're going to see me do is I'm going to peek up and go down just to see if I get lit. I don't, so I'm confident in taking this. And now we're going to start moving stuff up. 11D actually made, he just overpeaked, and he was like, yeah, I overpeaked like an idiot. And you can see he gets punished for it, right? So both sides have been very punishing, but we've gotten 2 free EBR picks, not because we're good players, just because we understand spotting and vision lines, right? So ask yourself, can I make those same calls? Can I do those spot checking? And if that answer is no, it's really easy to work on, right? And you kind of start understanding fairly common bush lines and sight lines and stuff like that, where you can then be able to make those callouts. And you're going to see a little bit of a stagnation here as we're going to, I'm going to speed this up, as we're probably going to rotate down the 1, 2, 3 line. You can see our Manticore over on the mini map there. He's moving up. He needs to get into like the J4 bushes and then creep all the way up to like H5, H6 bushes. I'm just going to sit for now. Actually, at this point, there was a call that they had one more light tank, and right now, if you're paying attention to the pings, you're going to start seeing pings around the H7, H8, H9, and even the F8 area. So that's where people are saying, okay, that's where the light tank must be. I actually make a call out here. I think it was right here that no, there's zero chance the light tank could be in F8. Otherwise, I would be lit getting up here. So you can see me aiming there now. That's where we have decided that their other light tank must be. We think it's their last one, right? We don't know what it is. But right now, we're just going to get into position. We know, or we strongly think he's there. And our EBR getting lit like that kind of confirms it for us. And you can see me pinging H8, that's where it is. And here, what I tell Jack is I can go spot him probably. I might die for it, but we don't care because then we still have 2 light tanks and we trade all theirs. So you can see right now what's happening if you look on the mini map is the 907 is rotating down. He's going to stop at D7, and then everyone else is going to pre-aim, just like we pre-aimed the other 2 times. And you're going to see me take some speed here. And I'm going to stay as low as I can in the water for as long as possible. And I'm going to come, and again, look at the pathing. I'm as safe as possible. I'm making sure I'm not lit to the last possible second. I'm lit. That guy bounces me, and Manticore's dead. And I take 1 shot. I should take 2, but I'm going to get out safely. And now, well, you can see we've kind of started collapsing. I've racked up 4K spotting. Not that it's impressive. That's not impressive. I think I do like 9K spotting. It's a camp. Not impressive. You just play your EBR and you're always going to get a lot of spotting there. I'm just going to go play this bush again because we were kind of deciding on the call what we wanted to do, how we wanted to push it. I think the call was we're going to push through the JK line while the EBR is YOLO down to 0. And our Manticore gets spotted there above him this play, but it's not a big deal. And we're just going to confirm that a pick. We're going to see what other picks we can get there. One of our tanks overcommits, just like 11D did. He kind of got yelled at because we'd already had a tank die doing that. So it's like, what are you doing? And we are just kind of chilling right now. Our Manticore is taking a forward bush. You can see how we're going to win this. We're just kind of setting up, talking, figuring out what we want to do because we've got like 2 or 3 options. We also had another game, so I think Jack was talking about that. I feel safe taking that shot. I didn't even know if I was going to get lit, which I didn't. But I was called to go and push through the 0 and spot everything. So I'm going to go do that now. You can see that I'm timing it so that the 907s are actually committing on that 279E and 907 in the south first, so I just don't get insta-obliterated. And both the EBRs are going to go through. Again, we're not spotted yet, right? We're about to be spotted right now. But we took the safest path in we could. The other EBR goes down. Stirves are called out in K0. And so I'm just going to go spot their nest, and it's obviously over. And we'll see how fast these Stirves melt. They die pretty quickly here, and you can see I die with 7K, but over the next couple seconds, you're going to see me go up to like 8.5K spotting. And the 907s were just finishing up K8, and they're going to kill everything. Yeah, and there you go, 8,600. About 9K spotting. Again, that's not impressive, but hopefully this replay is kind of showing how to break a camp like that. And most importantly, though, the type of info that we are giving our caller, right? How is Jack supposed, and it's done here, we'll close it, but how is Jack supposed to know all the time where their light tanks are, right? It's his players who are feeding him this info, and he makes a call, okay, we're going to come here and blind fire like we did, or set up to pre-aim. We can get an EBR to do a safe run or a YOLO run to go spot it, and we get a free pick, right? Because it's at that point, it's on our time, right? We're judging, or we are deciding the pace of the game, so he can have all this freedom to sit and do all these rotates and pre-aim and blind fire and all that, right? Because at that point, we had taken most of the map, but we knew they're camping. So, but again, that was player feedback, and that's important. Something we don't do in Goons. I've never heard someone say, "Oh, he's in this bush," right? I mean, we picked 3 light tanks for free, and it almost was completely for free, by the way, right? So that's something we can all work on. It's not terribly difficult, but it does require you to have some awareness and game sense, which I know we can have. Anyway, that's just a quick little break of the game. I actually exited out here to go into the next game. That's why it's only 12 to 13, but you can see we have like 6907s in this out that are going to clean it up. It really never was close. It never felt close. It never felt like daunting. So that, and again, we run that type of camp, so maybe it will show us, oh, we should need to be careful for this type of stuff. Now, I think we did it. We executed it pretty well. It was pretty flawless. But yeah, just some things to think about for goons.